Hey guys, it's Jessii Vee. Is this real life? Am I actually filming right now? I have literally been in bed for the past 8 days, not moving. This is the first day I've put on makeup, done my hair, gotten ready, even though I'm wearing pajamas on my pants. I have not seen this studio lit up and going for such a long time, and I know 8 days may not seem like a lot to many of you, but just so you know, since I started my YouTube channel back in 2014, I have probably never missed more than 5 days of filming. So going on to my second week of not being able to film videos was just too much for me. So I had to get up and come and make this video for you. For those of you who didn't notice I was gone, that's okay, I still love you. But I did post an update on all of my social media 8 or 9 days ago saying that I got COVID. I'm not gonna say the name in this video because I know that YouTube does not like it, so we're just gonna call it the plague, even though it makes me feel like I just came out of medieval times. So this video is sort of gonna be like a story time and life update, which I feel like I haven't done in like 4 years. And I just wanna say a couple trigger warnings for what's gonna be mentioned in this video. Obviously the plague, hospitals, illness, medication, just a lot of sickness. So if that bothers you, you may not want to watch the rest of the video, but if you want to hear how my life has been the past week and a half, stay tuned. So if you have been a Vee team member for quite some time, you know that I have Lyme disease. And with that came heart conditions, lung conditions, I'm immune compromised. I basically have to avoid getting sick the best that I can. When the plague first came out in 2020, my Lyme doctors were telling me you have to avoid this or it could be very life-threatening for you. And back in 2011, before I was even diagnosed with Lyme disease, my lung collapsed, and when I had to do the surgery, they had to remove a portion of my lung. So I don't even have a full 2 lungs going on right now. So in 2020 and 2021, like probably most people, I didn't leave my house. I didn't see anyone but my very closest family. I didn't see my friends. I did Zoom calls constantly. Obviously, this part of the video is something everyone can relate to, but I was like extra cautious. It wasn't until this year, 2022, that I was finally like, I don't need to wear a mask. I can finally see people. You know, I had avoided getting sick for 2 years that I thought, I'm probably okay. Things are getting better, right? And I feel like everyone sort of gets tired of being locked inside and they want to see people more, and so I made the decision to start living my life again, which I think is definitely good to do. It was good for my mental health to be out doing things, but there was that sort of voice in the back of my mind saying, Jessii, be careful, something's gonna happen, you're gonna catch this plague. But I was like, no, no, no. I was pushing that voice aside. Well, the weekend of July 16th was my best friend's wedding, and he asked me to be in the wedding party. I couldn't say no. I've known him for like 15 years and I really wanted to be a part of it. And I knew there was risk, but I still wanted to be in this wedding, and it was so amazing. It was at the Butterfly Conservatory, and I had this like black dress with these beautiful blue flowers. I can show a picture of myself in my bridesmaid dress. Can't show the actual photos of the wedding for their privacy, but the venue was absolutely gorgeous. It was like walking literally into a rainforest, and it was absolutely magical. Had such an amazing night. And I got home on the Sunday. I was still feeling okay. This was the day after the wedding. I got home, I was reading, I was watching a TV show, and then suddenly around 7 p.m. it all hit me at once. Suddenly I was not okay. And it was the fastest transition I've ever experienced in my life. 1 second I was fine. The second I had this horrible pressure in my face and my body and my head. It was like suddenly everything inside me was inflamed, and I felt really dizzy. My skin was like prickling. It was the strangest thing ever, and I was like, what the heck is going on right now? So my first instinct was to take my temperature. I had a fever of 102, and I was like, oh no. This is happening. This is definitely happening. So I went and I had a plague test and it was positive, unfortunately. So I took another one because I didn't believe the first one, and it was also positive for the plague. And so that's where the nightmare began, because I've always had a lot of anxiety about getting sick because of all of my conditions. And I had been announcing for the past 2 weeks that I had my grand store opening in Orangeville, Ontario. We called it Jessii Vee's Peculiar Place, and I was advertising that I'd be there for a meet and greet, and there was so much much important stuff happening the week that I was testing positive. So I had to post all over social media that I was canceling my meet and greet, and I felt so horrible because so many people were excited. But we still had our grand store opening. It went amazingly. Hundreds of people showed up. There was like a line up outside before the doors even opened. So you guys just blew my mind. I was sad I couldn't be there, but it was so awesome seeing all the pictures of you guys. And so just to update on that, the store is officially open. It's open from Wednesdays to Saturdays, and I'll be doing another meet and greet on August 6th. So anyone who's watching who's from Ontario, Canada, or is traveling in, this meet and greet is not gonna move. I promise I will be there August 6th. I'll have my meet and greet times on the screen. It's the same address, and if you're ever looking for more information, I'll put a link down below in the description to all of our store information. But oh my gosh, guys, I have been so sick. This is the first day, like I said, that I've been up out of bed, feeling somewhat okay to film. I was originally just gonna get on camera with no makeup on, full sick hair, sick face and everything, just to show you how real this has been for me. But then I thought, you know what? I wanna have a day where I actually get up, get dressed, put makeup on. I feel like it would make myself feel better to be more like myself when I'm filming, so that's why I decided to like get ready, even though it's just a disguise. But I had a lot of complications with this plague. I got sick very quickly. It was very, very scary. I had to spend a lot of my time at a plague clinic. They were monitoring my breathing. I couldn't breathe very well at all. I couldn't move. I couldn't eat, drink. I was struggling to sleep. Every single breath I was coughing. It got so bad that I ended up qualifying for this new antiviral drug for the plague that they just started giving out to people who qualify, and it's usually people who are immune compromised. So this is my 5th day on this medication, and I feel like it has been helping me, but there's this really weird side effect where my mouth always constantly has this metallic taste, but it also has this other weird, putrid, horrible taste mixed with it. I can't even explain it to you unless like you have this taste in your mouth as well. And it makes everything that I eat and drink taste like that. So I've been so nauseous. It's been so awful. But a few days ago, finally Ty got sick. I'm saying finally because I knew it was gonna happen. He lives with me. He didn't want to isolate from me. So he got sick, and actually we had a really scary day yesterday because we both went into the plague clinic again just to get a checkup, and while they were taking Ty's vitals, the machine started to have this alarm go off, and we're like, what the heck is happening? And the nurse seemed so surprised because she had that like oxygen and heart monitor thing on his finger, and she was like, give me a different finger of yours, and she kept moving it on different fingers, and every time she'd put it on, the alarm would go off, and she's like, this is crazy, but your heart rate is 240 beats per minute. You need to go to the hospital right now. So we were freaking out, and Ty said it was so weird because he couldn't even feel his heart rate going that fast. He thought he was just having a normal heartbeat. So they were like, should we call an ambulance? And I was like, no, I'll drive him. So I took him to the hospital, and he was there for like 6 hours. He had a bunch of tests done, x-rays, heart ultrasounds, EKGs, blood work, and everything came back normal in the end, which is crazy. We have no idea why his heart rate went that high. The doctors were saying it's just like a weird side effect of the plague. So that was definitely really scary. So it's just been a week. I feel like I have been sick for months, honestly, because I've just been stuck in bed. You could probably hear it in my voice still, but I just wanted to come on here and apologize to everyone who showed up at the meet and greet at the store who didn't know the meet and greet was canceled. My mom was at the store during opening, and she said so many people walked in the store excited to see me and didn't know that I wasn't there. There was this one girl who came from Saskatoon all the way from there just to see me, and I just felt really awful. And so I want to apologize for that, but also let you know that I'm having a meet and greet on August 6th at the same location. And also thank you so much to everyone who came to the meet and greet, and thank you to everyone who's been sending me well wishes and DMs saying they hope I'm okay. You guys are just so amazing. I can feel the love. You all are just my family, and I'm sorry that today's video is, you know, there's not a lot happening. I'm just updating you because, I don't know, I feel like you guys are literally my real life friends, and you are, but it's like I know all of you, as weird as that sounds. I know I haven't met a lot of you, but it feels like I have. And so I'm just talking to you like I would any family member who's asking me how I'm doing. So sorry this video is more on the boring side, but I figured it'd be easier for me to make a video explaining this rather than me taking up my next video talking for 8 minutes before the main part of the video starts. But yeah, in saying that, this whole experience has shown me that the plague isn't over. It's so weird saying the plague. I literally feel like I'm like a medieval queen, like I got the plague. But yeah, this just showed me that I don't think I should have given up entirely being careful. And I'm just speaking from my experience because I am immune compromised. If you're healthy and you're good and you feel like you're gonna be okay if you catch this and you want to live your life, I completely get it and respect that decision. But remember that there are a lot of people out there like me who have a lot of illnesses, a lot of conditions, heart conditions, lung conditions. They're immune compromised. And just remember that those people still exist and can get very, very, very ill. I was watching this TikTok the other day of this comedian who was at a comedy show, and he began making fun of one of the audience members who was wearing a mask at their show, and they were the only person in the entire theater wearing a mask. This comedian was just standing there for like 10 minutes making fun of them, and everyone in the audience was laughing, and the comedian was like, you know, the plague is over, like you can take off the mask. And I just think that we all need to respect everyone's boundaries right now, whether you want to be careful and wear a mask or whether you want to go out and live your life and think you're fine. Like, I think everyone deserves the right to do what they want to do and not be made fun of, and it's just still a scary time. I know things have gotten better and there's been a lot of medical movements, and you know, it's not as bad as it was back in 2020, but it still exists and it's still around, and I do think you should still be careful. And please don't debate with each other in the comments. I don't want to start like a comment war on this whole plague. I just want you guys to love each other and be healthy and be careful. With that being said, I'm gonna try and film a couple more videos today. Hopefully I can, so I can have my regular content back. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all the support you give me. I am alive. I'm not completely well, but I am getting there, and I love you so much, and I can't wait to make more videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!